Hey there viewers, welcome back to Ray of All Trades. Today in the shop is a Husqvarna 128 LD. User complains that it won't rev up all the way, and let's verify the complaint first. Let's see. Let's go half choke. Not seeing the problem right away. I did see the problem when he brought it in and it was warm. So I'll tell you what, let's go with the most common problem, and if that doesn't do it, let's see what it takes for a carburetor adjustment. So the most common problem is that screen on the muffler will be plugged. So let's pull off the muffler cover. T25 Torx. See, I could have let it get all the way hot before I took it off of there, but realistically, if I know I'm going to be checking it anyway, let me go ahead and do it while it's still cool. So that's a visual inspection anyhow. So when he first brought it to me and it was already warm, it was stumbling really bad at high RPM, a wide open throttle. Kind of gave me the indication it was very likely going to be this screen. But it's odd that once it's cool, the problem isn't there. So there may be nothing wrong with this screen, but I want to check it. Just that short running time, the screws got pretty warm. It's not really that clogged. I mean, it's dirty, and I am going to clean it, but it's not what I would have expected to see if that was the problem. Usually they'll get really coked up. So let me get a wire brush, get this cleaned up real quick. I'll be right back with you guys. So I got it cleaned up, just wire brush. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much effort to get those clean. If it does, put it in a vise, hit it with a torch, get it nice and hot so it carbons up, and then you can scrape it off pretty easy after that. So let's say that this most likely isn't the problem. Beyond that, a few things can happen. If it was a vacuum issue, so if the breather that I believe on this one's inside the cap was plugged, which this one's pretty dirty, if that was causing a vapor lock, that would have settled while it cooled down. If the spark plug was bad, it could have repaired itself as cooling down, right? So if it's breaking down under heat, the coil itself could also do the exact same thing. Anything else that would have caused that, By the way, that screen, if it was truly clogged, it should have not presented. It should have presented while it was hot or cold. So just so you know, I just had a hunch and I was wrong, but I went in with it just to check, just to make sure. So because it was acting just like what I've seen before. Could also be that something is loose on the motor, and as it gets hot, it expands, causes a vacuum leak, and it'll start running rough because it'll change its mixture. So let's clean up the cap, make sure that the breather, make sure that it can breathe, and ideally beyond that, I mean, I can pull out the spark plug and potentially change it, see if the problem comes back. But if the problem's not visible, it's a little harder to tell. Had I not seen it stumbling, I would have said, oh, well, no trouble found. Air filter's pretty dirty. Again, it wouldn't change based on temperature. Items I was naming before would have changed based on, could have changed based on temperature. So let's get that. Got a new one of those filters. I can put a new one in while I'm at it. Let's check these two bolts, make sure that they're not, you know, somewhat loose. They haven't worked themselves loose over time. And I'm going to clean that cap. A little bit of a turn. Let's put a new filter in this while I have it. I'm going to go get some compressed air. I'm going to try, because this gas tank is slammed full, I'm going to try to prop it so I can pull the gas cap off and work with it without leaking all my fuel all over the place. Kind of strange, for a while there I was getting nothing but Steels in the shop, and now it's nothing but Husqvarnas in the shop. So let's cover the gas tank so that none of this debris makes its way there. So internal to that cap, air is allowed to come in this hole, the hole in the center of the gas cap. So air is allowed to go in, but no fuel and air comes out. So air, anything should be going in. A little hard to tell. Some of them have what's called a duck bill. So I can see the screen that's in the bottom of that. It tells me most likely I'm pretty well clear. There's no significant dirt, debris, or whatever inside that part of the cap. Anyway, air's allowed to come in. That's the vent, and it was dirty. Could be the problem. Let's go ahead and put that back on. Like I said, we may have reached a point on this one where we're going to have to try it to see if the problem's gone, or keep duplicating the problem so we can figure it out. I want to check the fuel lines, make sure they don't show that they're collapsing or anything, or too brittle. And like I said, we may just throw a plug at it just because they're cheap insurance. So the spark plugs, excuse me, the fuel hoses are in between here. You just see both of them are moving very easily. Pretty dirty. For the record, this is not the same machine that I just had to fixed by it getting run over by a car. I don't remember what model that was, but it was similar. I gotta tell you, this one's running a little bit on the lean side. Let me show you what we got. And lean, so it is a brown color, but it's a very light brown color. So the more white it is, the more lean it is. So too much air, not enough fuel. So you want it a little bit browner than that. The spark plug is mostly flat, but it's time for a change. And like I said, I think we need to richen this mixture up just a little bit. I don't like how lean that's running. So let's go and get one in there. I want to use an NGK. So what I pulled out was a RCJ8Y. What I'm putting in is a BPMR7A alpha. A is an alpha. Let's check the gap. Running right at about 23. Probably gonna get to this video and realize that I was zoomed way too far out. Let's get a new plug put in this thing. Mixture screws are down here. So there's a throttle screw here. The high and low are here. So low is closest to the engine, high is furthest away. And it looks like they're a factory specific one. So let me go get my carb adjusting screwdrivers. I'll leave a link to those in the description. So most likely it's going to be that one. I'm just looking at the end of the driver itself. Yep, it slides onto the adjuster and it doesn't move too easy. And when I try to move it, I can feel it actually turning. So let's get this fired up and let's get this adjusted. So what I'm going to be doing is adjusting the low so that it is at its basically max RPM and just a little bit to the rich side. So once I find max RPM, I'm going to go a little bit counterclockwise to open it up, and then at wide open throttle, I'm going to be adjusting the back screw to get what sounds like a good open throttle. I like to hear a little bit of a burble when it doesn't have a load on it. I've done lots of videos on carb adjustments on the chainsaw. It's easier to describe. Let's see if it fires up with choke off first. Gonna let it warm up a little bit, and we'll start adjusting. So other than this head being a little bit loose, and I think that that's probably a bushing in there that's probably worn out. I'll take it apart and find out and see if he wants me to fix it. I think it was just running too lean. Even after I put it together, it still was on the lean side. And I had, when I was adjusting it, I tried to richen it up as much as I could. After it warmed up, I even riched it up even more. So I think it was just running a little bit on the lean side. Seems to restart pretty easy now. What was the problem? I don't know. Could have been vapor lock. That was pretty dirty. Could have been the plug breaking down over time. Did not change the fuel lines. It's got the original fuel in it. Put an air filter in it, and cleaned out that screen. But all of those sort of things should have affected it while it was cold, except for the spark plug. So kind of a shotgun approach, and I'm not positive that it's fixed, but belongs to my next door neighbor who's outside using mine right now. You can hear stuff in the background going. And so I'm gonna give it back to him and let him run through the gasoline and let me get back to doing what I was doing. So anyway, you guys got anything out of this video? I really appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe helps the channel tremendously. And thanks for hanging out with me.